Who, who's this kid Dick Von?
I don't know, man.
Came to your house.
He must have came for my nephew.
Did he say anything to you guys?
He said he was here. He's from a hospital. He's up here visiting friends. So based on his age, I believe he was visiting the nephew.
Yeah.
Does he have friends there?
Yeah, we got friends coming up.
Alright.
Damn. Oh, so he gonna tell him.
Yeah, he gonna tell him, you dishonorable Millsite. You're sitting up here after doing all the time you done in jail. You come home and guess what? When things get tight, you go ahead and turn to the streets. And guess what you do? You start involving everyone else, running down on individuals with your fake toughness. Oh, I need this, I need that. And this is the thing about the streets. Y'all go off of simply credentials. Y'all don't go off of the person's character. You see, you have to have understanding here. When you're dealing with individuals, you got to look into their character. And this guy is clearly a whole Millsite. And everybody says he's a drill zonk. And guess what? Drill zonks have to get back to the bottle. No matter what, they put the bottle in front of their family. So what makes you think they won't put the bottle in front of you? These characteristics in individuals such as junkies, fiends, even the somewhat drug abusers, you have to understand that a lot of them have to get back to their drugs. And you know what? At the end of the day, they become weak. So when they get in these positions and these predicaments that they put themselves in, they go ahead and fold off the rip because in the back of their mind, the drug has control. The liquor has control. And guess what? More than anything, they already had this honor in their heart. So if you have this honor in your heart, along with these flaws, you will begin to lose. So this Millsite Itchie Moo, who done all the time in the world in the feds, Philzake shot caller, all of these different organizations that he claims to be a part of, but at the end of the day, the organizations and the people that surround it don't have understanding because no one is doing anything in a stable manner. No one is doing anything in an organized manner because the streets are destroyed. And when you're dealing with individuals like this mutt here, it gives you pure understanding that you should not involve yourself like this. I advise anyone that's coming home from jail, any jail, I don't care where it's from, federal or state, when you come home, things look a little rough for you because it's going to be rough. You've been gone for some years. Go ahead and get a job. Yeah, you got to put your pride to the side, get you an honorable earn, take those coins and start you a legal business. You can sell damn near anything that's legal. And guess what? Catch an honorable earn online, or you could just move around and knocking on doors and, hey, what's going on? And presenting your product, your legal product, to individuals that's moving around in the streets. And guess what? You'll get support, you'll get respect. But don't be like this guy here who sits up here and says, oh, things were a little hard, I got broke. Yeah, you got broke, you dishonorable Millsite, because you put yourself in the can from the beginning. So when you come home, you got to figure out how can you do the same thing you done in the streets, but in a legal fashion. And a lot of us will catch on quick because guess what? Learning in the streets gives you education, just like learning in the educational field, you can learn some street aspects to a certain extent only when dealing with individuals that's in the educational field that's been in the streets. Other than that, you're not going to get the streets in the books. But guess what? For individuals that's in the streets, you're going to get that education right out there. You're going to have to learn how to do math. You're going to have to learn how to read. But more than anything, forget just reading a book. Understand and reading people and learn how to get yours and get out of it. If you're in the streets right now, I'm asking all the youngins, let tonight be your last night. Let it be your last time you grab, man. Don't grab no more. And guess what? Take that money and put it into something legal. If you don't have an idea, look around because guess what? There are other individuals that may love you or that have honor for you that may not be doing the best, that you could take your cash and say, you know what? Let's start something legal. You got to have that strength because it's weak men like him that's claiming to be an OG that's going to knock on your door as soon as you get out the can and hand you that work and you can get that fast buck. But guess what? As soon as they got arrested, as soon as any of them get arrested, the first thing they think is, I don't want to go to jail. And I want to change my whole life around. They get to calling on everybody but God. And guess what? these individuals end up folding. See, when an individual goes into a jail cell and you don't hear him call on God first, guess what? You have a problem because you know damn well he about to create a cold case in his head. He's about to make every excuse in the world to get back home to that chick that need all the pocketbooks, to that woman who need all her groceries brought to her, not the woman that's stable and doing the right thing. It's like these Millsuts tend to break their back, to fold and give up every information that they can give up in order to be back home with Millsuts. And it's sick and it's getting worse and worse. But at the end of the day, youngins, I know y'all got an example, and guess what? I need a Nilzife. This Millsut needs to be still zapped until my arm is tired. Because at the end of the day, solid men don't carry it like this. You get a job and you go in the right direction and get an honorable business. Stay away from these real zats, especially the ones that's done the time talking all the gangster stuff. Because any man that done some real time, he's not looking to entertain that type of behavior. He wants to carry it with the purest of honor and know he's going home without having to sit in a jail cell and do time. Because for solid men like myself, there isn't no other way. It's only one way, and that's carry it with the purest of honor. Stand like a man or don't stand at all. King earner life and direct.